This a SV Twiz exclusive.
What up?
Hey, Tizzy, stay close to us so I can always keep y'all in the shots together, you hear me? You hear me, Twizzy?
Yeah, I got
So it was it was one day me and Bump had swapped out cars with one of our old heads. And he had a pecan jag. Right? He had a pecan jag. So come on, let me step my head. It makes it a little easier. He had a jag. Yeah. So one day I'm spinning down. I'm spinning down the block, and one of my OGs from around this way. I pulled over to holler at him, and from there it was just like, you get embraced. You know what I'm saying? Like this neighborhood embraced us. You know what I'm saying? So once they embraced us, we came down here. Like if you look right here, this is where
I was sitting at in the joint.
Yeah, that's where we were sitting at.
As soon as we walked over here, I seen it, and this was during like the back and forth with State Prop. That joint,
Yeah, it just used to be a gate around this joint. So, the crazy thing about it is that I come to these places a lot to reflect, on, what life is, and you know what I'm saying, like what I was going through at the time, and this is where things took a turn for us, like on the beef side. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This is like probably one of the last blocks before Spade went to jail. This where we was at.
Damn.
That's where we was at.
How did that beef really start? I heard like 3-4 different stories. I heard it was over, some people was trying to say that y'all was upset that that the prop had took the deal that y'all had turned down. And because it seemed like y'all was all good, especially we know y'all was definitely cool with Mac. How did it go left? Do you feel like it was like changes in attitudes and stuff like that after they got on, or like?
No, it was like this, right? It's all competitive nature.
Yeah.
Right? We were so competitive that it was about who better, who fucking the most bitches, who got the most money. So it was a small period in our career where shit, like, for me, it dried up for a minute. Like, and we had to go more so like independent.
Yeah.
So when we was doing the independent shit, like I said, we would be out here and trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just, doing what we had to do. Just leave something to the imagination. Just think about it. Look at where we at. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, whatever. I'm not going. One thing about me, I don't incriminate myself or talk about things that are too street, because to me that's sucker shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that men should get on camera and talk about nothing that got nothing to do with the streets if we in the entertainment business.
Yeah.
Because when you're in the entertainment business, it's kind of like you throwing yourself into a line of fire. I don't want to talk about drama from the past. When I say that, I mean I'm never going to incriminate myself and say, oh yeah, I did this or I did that or I did. No, if you wasn't there, you don't know and you ain't see it, you just gonna have to figure it out.
Yeah.
I will never go fed on myself. I'm never gonna incriminate my motherfucking self. So that's why certain things I will never talk about. I don't have to. The proof is in the pudding. I could go to all these places. I ain't gotta take no security with me.
Face card good.
I ain't gotta argue with no motherfucking body. and the wrong person play, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We deal with it how we deal with it. I ain't gotta prove nothing to nobody, bro. When I know who I am. You feel me? I'm comfortable within my own skin. I don't miss nothing. But it was divide and conquer, my nigga. That's what started the major figure state property beef, was divide and conquer. And us not understanding that, as you see now, everybody cool.
Yeah. That's a
Everybody
fact.
cool. But when we was young, it was just a competitive nature. It wasn't nothing else but the competitive nature. So really what started it, just to touch on it though, Spade drops Independence Day.
Yeah.
Right from this block, he dropped Independence Day, right? That nigga almost smoked the shit out that cat. He drops Independence Day. When he drops Independence Day, right? And on a record, he said, "Who put you up to this? You Great Western. Who stepped you up to Chris?" That bar was taken out of context. The Chris that Spade was talking about was Cristal.
Damn.
Great Western was a cheap champagne that niggas used to be walking around with, that you probably could go buy a bottle of that shit for like $12. So that's what he was talking about. You a Great Western type of nigga, we drink Cristal. That's all he was talking about, bro. That's all he was talking about. It was never no diss. They heard that and went up to the radio and dissed us.
Damn.
And we didn't even know what the fuck was going on. And that's why people be like, well, and I want to straighten this out right now, because I know that this is going to be one of them joints where people going to pay attention to it. Cosmic Kev, Q Deezy, ain't none of them had nothing to do with none of that shit. All they was doing was giving state property a platform, the rap, and major figures a platform to rap. What happens is the beef is starting, and it got so flooded in the streets. And we all the hottest niggas at the time.
Yeah.
So they go up there to go rap, but then the disses come out. It ain't like they called Kev and said, "Yo, we gonna come diss major figures on your show."
Yeah.
That never happened. That never happened. They went up there and said what they said, and we called Kev and said, "We want to come up there and rebuttal."
Yeah.
It was just battle rap without Smack DVD. That's all. But it was a little different when we went up there. Because when we went up there, we took a bag of money with us and other things. And you know, went in there and did what we had to do. And nobody knew that it was going to turn out to be what it turned out to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody knew that that drama would spill over to the point where somebody going to jail and somebody losing their life. Nobody, that was never the agenda with none of us. What was for rap music to take that turn. You know what I'm saying? And me personally, I want to say this not on no clout shit or no shit like that. Just me at the age that I'm at right now and just being a man. Everybody that was a part of that situation, Spade family, Shady family,
Yeah.
I want to apologize for my part. You know what I'm saying? And all of that back and forth. And I wish things would have happened different, because then my brother wouldn't have had to go to jail for 14 years. And, you know, Shady wouldn't have ended up losing his brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you doing music, nobody wants that type of shit to happen, bro.
Thanks.
Oh, nobody don't want that shit to happen, man. Like you think we planned to like me and Spade had a $700,000 deal, bro. We just signed to Interscope. Yeah, we was gonna rap and go back and forth and who was hotter and this and that, but it wasn't supposed to go that far. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't supposed to go that far for nobody to go to jail or nobody lose their life over, you know what I'm saying, rap. For a while, after that, I didn't even want to do music no more. That's why I did the Cookout movie and shit like that. I was trying to go into acting and stuff like that because it's like, the shit just got to the point where it was just like, what's up, Unc? How you doing?
Gentlemen, how you feeling?
How y'all doing?
Like good.
Like it just that shit to this day, man, like it makes me angry because it's like, damn, like we lost so much over nothing. Over fucking rap music, bro. Like think about it, bro. Nigga, me and Spade is at the height of our career. We got a Ludacris record out. You know what I mean? We just now shot our video that Rottweiler produced. If you want it, we on motherfucking BET Uncut every night. Along with, you know what I'm saying, you know, just a little bit prior to that, Major Figures being on The Basement. You know, just us having a #1 hit single in the world for a certain amount of weeks and going from #1 to #3 and us, Bow Wow, and Lil Sammy fighting for the #1 spot on the hip hop charts, like the Billboard hip hop category. We was in that situation, bro, and it's like we lost all that shit just from us not thinking. And you know, I know everybody do this and everybody say this shit, but my young brothers that's out there doing this shit and y'all beefing and y'all going back and forth through that shit, it's not worth it, bro. It ain't worth it, man. It's not worth it. Y'all trust me, man. You're gonna age, bro. God willing, you're gonna age. And when you age, my nigga, you can't get back lost time. Yeah, I was blessed to still be able to do what I need to do. You know, salute to my brother Mav Hoffa for giving me an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And it's Sunday, December 7th.
We're gonna get it in the Mav too. I just ain't want to jump too much because right
you know
here.
What I'm saying? But you know, just to let you know, it's December 7th, 2025.
Yeah.
Today. You know, I was in an accident. I'm fucked up. I'm still, injured, shit like that. I'm going through a lot right now, but
yeah,
just to show you, Friday, Math. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, you know, I'm still blessed. You know what I'm saying? Everybody like, well, Dutch, why you don't start your own podcast and yada 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 and this and that? Why would I start from scratch when I could just go where they got 1.5 million subscribers and we just go ahead and get some money?
Yeah.
What the that's stupid.
Yeah, the money already on the table.
That's hustling backwards. You feel what I'm saying? And you know, as we see, I still love my city. I still spend time here, but there's nothing really here. You can't go downtown and get a record deal. You can't go downtown and get a podcasting deal. You can't go downtown and do nothing. We don't have no center of control. So, you know.
So what's up with Mav Hoffa podcast? For those of y'all that are wondering, you know, it was, you know, put out there like you wasn't a part of the podcast no more. But like you said, I already know you got in a crazy accident with a fire truck. Let the people know what's going on as of today with you and Mav Hoffa podcast.
Well, we just, right now what we doing is, Mav got some personal things that are going on right now with him restructuring my expert opinion.
Okay.
So, and him restructuring it, there are some talks of me being a part of the My Expert Opinion entity.
Okay.
So it was never a situation where it was like, oh, I'm coming up here to co-host to do none of that. I was invited to come sit in on shows. That's my brother. We both of us got daughters named Pootie. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I know Math a long time. You know what I'm saying? So when I did the show the first time, like 3.5, 4 years ago, a lot of people came on the show and rebutted a lot of the things that I was saying because I got a lot of shit to talk about in the industry. Yeah. So Math, I respect him as a person. He respects me as a person, and that's what it was about. It was never, what the fuck do I look like running anywhere to go do anything? There's no need. There's no need. I got an opportunity, and I try to seize the opportunity and say, you know what? Let me try, do something different, because every time I would attempt to do my own podcast, we would run into loopholes of, the cameraman on some shit, or certain arguments transpire, and then like at the end of the day, salute to my man Stav. A couple weeks ago, me and Stav, we sat right here and really had a one-on-one conversation. As you said, you spoke to him as well, and we just figured out that a lot of the stuff that people try to do is more so every time I get some motion or something going on, it's always going to be love, and then it's always going to be hate. And me, I just got thick skin, so that's why I sit there and I be like, you know what, fuck it. And I got advisors, people who advise me to not let nobody trick me off the streets.
That's important though. It's important because it's so easy to go left. But then you look at the reality of it, it's like, saying Dutch don't be in the city where we at right now, Dutch.
In the city.
We've been riding around different sections, not just one little, not one neighborhood.
I did that for two reasons.
Yeah.
Anybody that speculates, now you got the truth. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that wanted to know, you got the truth. I can touch on this and say that the end-all be-all is, my name is Antonio Walker. My PP number is 781977. I'm going to repeat that for you. My name is Antonio Walker. My PP number is 781977. Wallahi, there's nobody that's ever went to jail behind me. So we not going to tiptoe around it and dance around it and this and that. I ain't that guy, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't that guy. I never went to court and took the stand on a motherfucking soul.
Yeah.
And if so, it's been about 20-something years, 25 years.
You
or
was
something.
17.
Yeah, that's 20-something years. I don't think nobody would, me being as successful as I am, nobody would really hold no information like that instead of just, getting me out the way.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Only problem I be having is when motherfuckers do shit like, say something about my kids or something like that. Like, other than that, I ain't got no fucking issues. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that was the only part of anything that bothered me, was that somebody just, just mentioned my child. You know what I'm saying? I didn't, I never really even said nothing about nobody.
Yeah.
I mean, you watch any of them interviews I did? What's up, homie? You watching any of them interviews I did, bro? I don't talk crazy about nobody or no shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we was interviewing Sparks, and I was trying to talk to him about his career. And it turns into something else. And I just didn't understand it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't understand it. But, at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck about that shit, bro. I don't.
What I will say, ain't got to be said on camera. When it come to blogging and getting on this internet, we gotta be careful, man. For us that got these platforms, it's so easy to get caught up in that shit, bro. And we know niggas love negativity more than anything. Put some negative shit up, 100,000 views. But you know, we gotta be responsible for what we put up, man. And I even played the part. And what you talking about, Dutch? So on camera, I gotta apologize to you. I gotta apologize to your wife, your daughter. You know what I'm talking about? Because that, you know, shit got out of hand.
Yeah.
And I was wrong for that. You know what I mean?
But no, you see, this the thing. You was doing journalism, right? So when people bring you certain shit and it becomes a hot, you gotta remember, when somebody say my name,
Yeah.
it becomes a hot topic.
Yeah.
Because of the things that I've done.
Yeah.
So I don't blame nobody for when they say my name.
Mm-hmm.
Just when you say it, have the etiquette enough to do your homework first before you get into certain situations, because it ain't what you, that it ain't that.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't that. I ain't never in life ran into nobody and it got to a situation where motherfucker play with me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We come across each other, and back then it was what it was. You know what I'm saying? Brother Umar. Like a slant salam. So that's where some of these the narratives be getting me like fucked up, because it be like, damn, well, I don't remember none of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't remember none of that. I ain't like, and I'm not talking about one single set of person or one person. I'm talking about anybody who has ever tried to play with me or play with my name and shit like that. Where do y'all get off? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why? What? I don't. If you notice, I don't never talk about niggas. That's because I don't have to. That's not gonna help me. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna help me in the content part of it. I don't want to build content off of that. But it's just like, after a certain amount of time, you get tired of keep hearing the same old shit, It's like, we done jumped out all these places, bro. We ain't see nobody, and it's not just without these cameras, bro. I come here and I do what the fuck I gotta do. I put a lot of motherfucking hard-earned blood, sweat, and tears into this shit called Philly. Made a way for a lot of niggas. Without me and my niggas, a lot of niggas wouldn't even be getting no record deals, bro. And state property. We not gonna take nothing away from them either.
Definitely.
Without us, there would be no now. So it's like, I like, for a while, sometimes you be like, man, I ain't gonna speak on that shit. I ain't gonna speak. And listen, man, this is what it is, man, with me. Please, man, for future references, if it's not in a positive light or you ain't got nothing cool to say, stop mentioning me. Cause I don't go back and forth. I ain't gonna do none of that. It's going to be bad. Bad. I'm not gonna keep playing. I'm not gonna keep playing. My kids ain't gonna be calling me and, Dad, is you cool, and don't crash out and this and that. I'm not gonna do no crashing out. I mean, what I will say is, a lot of people got fucked up narratives that they try to paint on people. And if you're gonna paint a narrative on me, call me personally and let's talk on the back channel, because I refuse to have the police looking at you and have the police looking at me. The shit getting too out of hand now. I don't have no beef with nobody. Nobody. Like I said, me and Mustafa had a great conversation about everything that went on. What'd he tell you?
Exactly what you told me. It wasn't what it had looked to be. You know, Staff is just trying to get, you know what I'm saying, clarity on the whole situation. You think
As
what I'm
he
saying?
should, though.
Yeah.
As he should.
Yeah.
Because if you got somebody around you and you love them, and me and Staff is like, you gotta remember something, bro.
Yeah.
I'm probably one of the only North Philly niggas that could go to 23rd and Tasker and knock on doors and be family, and respected as family. Salute to Daoud Bey. Salute to my old head Reef. Salute to Tifi Bey. Salute to my man Fat Mar, Superstar Ye that passed away.
Yeah.
My like I mentioned Duba earlier. Rest in peace, Duba. My man Malachi was one of the first guys that, you know, like brought me down to South Philly to be just hanging out like that. And then Daoube used to manage us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So even with the do for self situation, I came to Teeth on the tip like, bro, you got a lot of knowledge with this shit. Can I help in this area? And we started to do things. I actually had a video with do for self called El Chapo. You know what I'm saying? And me and like even K-Dot, you know what I mean? Love you, Dot. I helped work on Dot Ruffin with him.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? No, I didn't write no records or none of that. It's just me with the hooks and doing what I do and helping people put shit together. It was our energy that we put together. And it was a dope thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Though he may be going through his trials and tribulations right now, we all have been there.
Facts.
Some may be higher in the being low, but we all been low before. So I don't judge him. Like I said, be honest, I fought with addiction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I fought with addiction, bro. I've had to go to rehab before. So I don't judge people, man. I don't judge people. I don't talk about people. I don't hate nobody, and I mean, like, I just ain't with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't, bro. I'm not with it, bro. And I just wanted to really get to the point where when I spoke about it, it wasn't on no disgruntled shit, or it wasn't online where it looked like somebody saying something or something crazy. My thing is, I ain't perfect, bro. You know what I mean? I ain't perfect. No man is perfect. But when a motherfucker try to get to the point where they try to say, oh, this nigga's a rat or this and that, bro, ain't nobody never go to jail behind me, bro.
Yeah.
That ain't, I'm not that nigga, bro. And any nigga that you run into, you go ahead, you ask them how I am out here. And that give it to you straight. That give it to you straight, bro. And we talk about 1997. Come on, man. This is pre-Major Figures, bro. This is before all of this shit.
Yeah, I would have been out there.
Not that it would have been out. It's like, come on, bro. So you telling me? Come on, you know where I'm going with that, bro. Like it's like I don't.
And I don't know if it's even cool to say,
man.
but I done seen pictures of you and the person that allegedly this was about. So if you was in a situation and somebody did tell on you, would you be around them taking pictures with them? You dig what I'm saying?
I mean, I ain't forced nobody to do that. You know what I'm saying? I that's where it gets crazy at, because, you know, I done been to visit these people in prison. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, support and you know, trying to pay people not to come to court on motherfuckers and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done all of that.
Yeah.
So it's like when people paint the narrative on me on some, you know, on some shit that I ain't, it just bothers me in a way. Like, damn, you know, nigga want to see me down that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, power to him, man. Power to him.
Well, at the end of the day, you got a lot going on, period, in life. So, for your name to even, for you to have this many years in the game and still be so close to the streets and still got these $1 million connects and stuff like that, that says it all right there. Because, like I said, I seen how you living. You might not be in the camera every 2 minutes, but you handling your business.
Yeah, I got to. I got real life business to take care of. Like, I still have children that I have to take care of. It's not no game. I got children that I have to take care of. I can't play. So it's like, just for the record, I don't hate nobody. I'm not mad at nobody. I understand where people be coming from, but I just had to set the narrative straight on. I ain't no dirty guy, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't no dirty guy, bro. I mean, it's anybody could call home from any of these jails and tell you that I got homies in that joint doing life. I got homies in that joint that still call me to this day, that love me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a solid nigga, and you know, me and Staff didn't meet in jail, but we did time together. You know what I'm saying? We did time together. Shit. You know? So I ain't, you know what I mean? Like, all that shit just be false narratives and people not understanding the whole dynamic of what happened because they wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, you know, say anything, but you're not there. You don't know what happened. Man, I keep it a bean with you. If that was the case, I wouldn't be here right now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been no part of no major figures or none of that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't have. You gotta think. People don't be thinking. Motherfucker just be, and then, you know, I don't read the comments, so I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But it's like, it just get boring. Like, all right, what's next? That's all y'all got? You know what I mean? That's all y'all got?
You cleared the air, man. Pretty much touched up on everything. We closing out. You know what I'm saying, our Strawberry Mansion right now. I really appreciate, you know what I'm saying, being able to have your time, man. It was real valuable, you know what I mean? We cut through the whole city. Did you feel like it's anything we didn't touch up on?
No, it ain't nothing we gotta touch up on. I just get tired of my name being dragged and I don't drag nobody else. You feel what I'm saying? Not through this whole time. I ain't, because I don't give a fuck about what nobody doing.
Yeah.
I don't care. I mean, and I'm gonna be outside. I'm outside. I don't do no hiding, I don't do no ducking, I don't do none of that shit. These blocks that I took you to, I took you there for a reason. If anybody ever wanna talk to me or has anything that they need to address with me, this work, these work. I mean, that's what I'm believing. I mean, you know, and like I said, man, you know, I didn't even really never want to, you know, touch on that shit because it's just, I mean, like, you know, I ain't never really want to even address that shit because it's like, it's explaining something to somebody. I ain't gotta explain myself to nobody, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My thing is this. You don't like me, you don't fuck with me, don't say nothing to me when you see me. You know what I mean? Or do something when you see me. That's for anybody. That ain't for, like, cause I don't, you know, these people, they take your clips and they, Dutch talking about this, and Dutch talking about, no. When you cut this up the right way. I don't want you editing this and doing that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I ain't doing all that.
No, I'm not saying you is. I'm saying the niggas that's gonna steal this.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all steal it the right way. Feel what I'm saying? Steal it the right way. And make sure y'all give this nigga his credit for riding around to some of the dirtiest parts of the fucking city with me, where anything could have happened.
Any given second.
You know what I'm saying? Anything could have happened. And, you know what I mean? Like, you know.
Where we go again? Beirut?
Yeah. We done hit them.
18th and Charlotte. Napa Street.
Man.
Anybody in Philly, you know, man.
And the areas we hopped out at, you can't just come out there pulling no camera out. So that says a lot right then and there. None of this was planned.
He ain't called
like,
nobody?
Dutch ain't called like, I'm around the corner. It literally.
Well, no, they'll see that because what you gonna see is us riding in the car and me telling you turn here, turn here, turn here, turn there. And I wasn't on my phone none of that time. We stopped. We got coffee. In the morning, my usual routine. I get my coffee.
Some of the finest beans in the city, man. Salute to the coffee, man.
What was the name of that joint?
Yeah, what was the name?
Skateboard Coffee Shop.
Skateboard Coffee Shop. Great coffee.
Skateboard
And one thing I want to add is the genuineness, though. Everywhere we hopped out, he didn't have to call nobody. Everybody came to him with love and positive shit to say, bro. So
well, that's because, like I said, the only
shit
reason
like that been going on in every hood.
The only reason why I just wanted to give you this exclusive joint was because as a man, you didn't have to call me and or in person apologized to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Staff didn't have to even ever meet up with me.
Yeah.
Because he don't owe me nothing. That's just my fucking brother. I will die for Staff. I'll die for Tiffy. The whole Bay family. I will die for the whole Bay family, bro. Like, that real rap. Like, I will die for them. I love them. They like, Tiffy mom makes food and I can eat out of that house. That's where real love is, bro.
Thanks.
I never hung with staff or nobody for no protection. I hung with them because I love them. I never hung with nobody for no protection. As you can see, I'll be by my fucking self.
Yeah.
When I go up to Math Hov, I go up there by myself. When I'm in Philly, 9 times out of 10, I'm bending around this bitch by myself. Before we even stop this joint, right? We gonna see a Wink around the corner.
I'm gonna talk to you. Like I said, we got this doing pasta.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, bro, like, I just wanted to dead all that shit. Let motherfuckers know, like, stop with that shit, man. Keep my fucking name in a clean space. Because at the end of the day, you ain't ruining nothing. You ain't ruining nothing for me. You know what I'm saying?